It's week 6 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Terry Goff. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Lions and the Packers on Monday Night Prime Time.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we finish off week 6 with a good Monday nighter as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month of change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay. His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers for Jones last week, 19 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been a step.
And right away, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. To the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though. You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far. Will Lutz on for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days. Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Working out of the gun. Love. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago. Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready? Love now to pass on first down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Ready.
On play action. Love to throw. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. You talk about this Lions defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Check.
Now Love. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So here are the Lions now backed up for their first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's got.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, what was that, 5 last week?
Yeah.
But 0 interceptions. See,
he's got a man, complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, you know, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 3rd and 5. Love now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. It'll go as a 42, making a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 23 carries, 103 in the yardage department.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Taken down at the 30. You look at this Packers defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Montgomery shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and
play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
in motion right as a running back.
Delay of game, offense.
Force and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 3rd down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.